Hello. So here I am sketching out an alien landscape for a friend, colouring in the sky there just to get a base coat on really. Nothing really fancy about that. Just adding colour where it needs it. And then, blow dry. I will be blow drying the sky. And then just adding a bit of black on there just to sort of darken up around where I thought that it needed it. Then what do I do? Yeah. I don't really know what good this voiceover is going to be since it's fairly self-explanatory what I'm doing. Oh, and it skips quite a lot in this because I forget to hit record quite often, and I'm just sat there thinking I'm recording and I'm not. But it doesn't matter, I don't suppose. Painting the trees yellow because I thought yellow was a good colour, as you'll see in a minute, I think. I did look on the colour wheel. Found a contrasting colour which I thought was yellow or green, but I didn't want to put green on there because green's a rubbish colour. So here's some nice attractive side shots of my face with paint all over it. That's not really the focus of the video, stop looking at that. Right, so here I am painting the sky, putting some planets on and stuff. I've been told that this made the painting look like it was a face. I apologise for that, because now you'll never unsee it. So I'm just adding on some purpley pinky tones just where I want the light parts of the sky, and then going over with a lighter colour. So basically I'm just building up loads of layers until I get to white, and white's my favourite because it means that I'm at the star part where I can put lots of stars on. Colouring in the planets. Try not to get in the way of the camera too much, which my head and hair does a lot, but never mind. Oh, and then I decided I didn't like the trees, so I got rid of the trees, which a lot of you may have noticed if you saw the pictures on Facebook. I decided to remove them. So just a few more layers. Oh, and I'm starting to get some highlights in there, and I think in a little while I get fed up of how white they look, so I paint over them in pink anyway. I do a lot of that, I get fed up with things and then paint over them. So I'm just adding where I think it needs some light, so like star trails and things like that, or clouds or whatever, finger painting as you do. Yes, so here I am adding lots and lots of highlights, lots of stars, and if I zoom in enough you might be able to see. Oh, and it went dark because I apparently am incapable of using a light switch, but all I'm doing there is just painting over with pink over the white just so it changes its colour basically, like a light pink. Oh, light's on. There you go, you can see it's pink now. It's not white anymore. And I don't really know what I'm doing there. I think that disappears like partway into the video as well. But never mind. Oh, there we go, I'm just removing the rest of the trees and back in with the highlights. Add some stars on there, as you do. Add some more planets and things and stars and other things. Oh, lots and lots of stars. Just keep building up the colour really, that's all I do. It's nothing fancy, I suppose anyone can do it. It's just I have too much practice. Throwing on some more stars. Oh, and then I missed a bit, but all I did there was just paint like the faraway distant ancient forgotten land of wherever this place is, and painted some creepy trees. So these trees are much better I think, which is why I didn't scrub over those ones as well. Just putting some orange highlights on because orange is a good colour. Oh, and I bought a sponge as well. I think a sponge is my new best friend, so yeah, I like sponges. And then here's a bit where I painted a load of leaves and then forgot that I wasn't filming painting a load of leaves, so I just pretended that I was still painting when I actually really wasn't. And put some leaves on. Oh, and then paint some branches back in just so it doesn't look too, I don't know, like I've just attacked it with a sponge really, I suppose. Just defining some edges and putting some wispy bits on the trees and then highlighting the wispy bits, otherwise people might not know they're there. Just highlighting the branches just so they look more sparkly and nice. And oh yeah, the river appeared in the middle. When my mother saw this, she said, "Oh yes, well, I don't know what creatures you could put on this because who's going to sit on the road in the middle?" I said, "Mother, that's not a road, it's a river." Anyway, so I'm just adding the final touches of the banking at the sides of the river, which is not a road, and signature, and then we're done.